the Last Stand Union City new world record by me and freely endorsed by me and presented by yours truly, Daedalus. Um, so obviously you can tell by the title what the time is. I don't know what time it is. I think it's 11:31, maybe 11:30. I don't know if frame count even matters at this point. I would like to think so. Um, so I'm just gonna basically be reviewing the run. So you saw I just died. I've been doing tries all freaking week. Whether it be super casual or not super casual. I got a really good run going, a lot of good luck, which is basically required for this. I may or may not even continue after this. I think a sub 11:30 is very rewarding, but extremely daunting to go for, especially because of the luck factor. My sum of best is now sub 11 minutes, and I had such amazing luck this run that it actually backfired on me. Military base can be slower. Sorry, military base can be faster, my bad, because the last build that I went into was supposed to have some zombies, at least one for me to death boost off of, but that never happened. There were actually no zombies in the whole build, so I just had to walk out like an idiot and lose some time. And if I would have gotten a death boost there, I probably could have gotten a sub 11:30, which would have been it for me. But now I have to decide whether or not that is it for me. I've always messed up there talking to that guy. My character's very antisocial. So right there, what you see right there, and the first difference is that instead of actually clicking out of the menus, I don't know why it took me this long to figure this out, but I've been using Control W, and what that does is it just closes out the current window that you're in, making that extremely easy. And you saw that I split twice because I use Control for splitting, and that was my first big issue with doing that, because, well, I use Control for splitting, but at one point I was just like, screw it. Right here, I could have gotten a gold split right there, but there's two zombies in my way, and I didn't kill the first zombie immediately and just ran by it. I accidentally waited for the second zombie too, so that could have golded by a couple seconds. Just, little minor mistakes here and there. Not just despawning these zombies immediately, but actually fighting them. It's not a great run. My spamming was a lot better. I'm using one mouse now to have controlled spamming, instead of two mouses that are both just somewhat fast. But yeah, everything was pretty decent. That note split was probably the best note split I've ever gotten, even grinding this category yet. Here I let them do some damage to me. Thankfully I got pretty lucky in hospital. I saved about 10 seconds. I got some of the warps, I think. I think I got the first one right here. Yeah, I got the first warp. That one is... I have like a visual aid for help. That one's free. Like, anyone can do it. You start spamming the corner of the door you're entering in. That one I messed up on. That one's a bit harder for me because there's really no visual aid to do it. It's very challenging. And then no zombies until the final room, which is where I need zombies. So that was very helpful. Oh, never mind, I lied right here. I despawned those, thankfully. As you see, my gold split is already done, and I still have some work to do. Boom, perfect. Two zombies right there. Talk to that guy, or at least attempt to. Trying to get that zombie's attention. Thankfully, he at least bops me one, before I have to leave. Oh, I actually saved 11 seconds. That puts me 10.5 seconds ahead. Stadium split was not bad. Didn't lose as much time as I thought I would. Obviously, with just the traveling section of this game, obviously it can be done faster. Do the same strat here. If you have a history of epilepsies or seizures, I do apologize. But just fat zombies in my way. It's the big pain. I'm gonna use this route I used here, my leveling up route. I'm gonna use this for future runs because this was very fortunate where I just spammed everything and then just, because it worked. It looks like I'm doing it very slowly by leveling up two separate times, but it worked right here. I think I should have just waited, or I couldn't have waited actually. But I think I'm gonna use some of this route for leveling up, of when I level up for future runs to see if it helps or not. Because that was always an issue of, like, when do I level up? Do I skip 3 levels and then level up, all together, or do I just do it as soon as I can, just so I can utilize all the bonuses I get from leveling up as early as I possibly can? It was and multiple routes have been used for this, but um, thankfully this one worked. I kind of tested here and there. That's why it took so long to PB, is because I wouldn't just test this stuff to see if it worked. I would just do runs with them. So I wouldn't know if, okay, I didn't PB. Was it because of the route, or was it because bad RNG? You know, and it took a long time. Right there, getting that out was a pain in the butt. Just a lot of stupid execution errors, you know. Just some sloppy stuff here and there. This is still a pretty unoptimized game. You know, sloppy work with great RNG. Right here, we're gonna pick up. See right there, that was complete bull. Like, I couldn't believe my eyes. She just had to spawn right there. That is like beyond the game's, you know, the game's RNG. That's called speedrun RNG. It's stuff you only see if you speedrun the game. And that hasn't happened to me recently too, so it was kind of weird seeing that. Thankfully, I don't lose too much time here, only 2.5 seconds. But that 2.5 seconds cost me my humanity, dude. But considering that that's the stadium split, usually I get like, you know, +6 or +10. Sometimes I don't even make it. I think hospital and stadium are like my most heavily reset splits of all. And I didn't actually start recording volume until the run was over. I was in a Discord chat with 2 other friends of mine, just talking. I was listening to music too. I was just grinding away, you know, trying to get some runs in. And finally it happened, and then at the end of it, I actually put on my mic and started talking, and just to give you some auditorial proof that yes, this is not segmented. And you can kind of tell also, because you could tell I kind of get started to get twitchy later. Yeah, so I mean, nothing really much happening. Just, you know, good luck, bad luck, just in the right places. I've been choking the rescue split for a while, so thankfully, you know, I did it correctly. Almost died here. So I leveled up right before, you know, because there's no way I was going to die. I'm going to explain this trick right here just because I think there's some new people who just discovered these rungs. They don't know what's going on. So the reason I even have the grenade launcher to begin with is to utilize probably the biggest death boost of all time. It's these guys right here. If you kill these guys with guns or a katana, for instance, they just die and they don't respawn. But if I use a grenade launcher, for some reason, they respawn. As long as you shoot one of them, they both will respawn, and I missed the second shot, so... And right here, you can see I'm having trouble clicking buttons and such. You're going to see how it's going to lose me some time here. At this point, I thought, oh, you gotta be kidding me, the run is completely dead now. You know, I thought this is over. And then I saw those 2.5 seconds, and I thought, there's hope. There's hope left. Never give up on hope, and I didn't. Even when that zombie grappled me, I said, never give up on hope. Dateless. Never give up on hope. And I'm shaking. As you can tell, my clicking is very imprecise. I'm determined, though. I had really cool music in the background. Just, you know, fighting the urge to quit and reset because I'm too nervous and I don't want to fail. I don't want to be a failure. So yeah, military base was a gold split. It was fantastic. I had incredible luck, so much in fact that it went against me and I ended up actually losing potential time just because of luck. So I didn't encounter that many zombies on my way there. Obviously about 2 or 3, I'd imagine. Let's count here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. I think there's a 4th one up here. Yep, 4th. That was close. So in here, you're gonna see right there. I think I killed 2 zombies and that's it. There's only 2 zombies in this whole area, which means in the 3rd building, I couldn't death boost quickly with like a hammer guy. And the second one despawned. thankfully. Because if it didn't, I would have lost time since I had to run back. So I got these thinking, okay, I look at the time, I have 30 seconds. Great, I have plenty of time to get it, death boost, and get out. No zombies here. It's perfectly fine. Oh crap. There's no zombies here. What the heck? I was so confused at this point. I've never seen this building completely empty with zombies. I've seen the first two, but never the third. It was just very weird. And so yeah, gold split, saved 8 seconds. That's when I realized that I was on a pace to beat to get sub 1140. I got a little bit of lag, but the lag didn't help. The lag was only on the first screen of the bridge. So yeah, once I from the past, about 20 minutes ago, starts talking, I'll stop talking through post commentary, and you can hear me just go, "Oh, good, I'm done. Screw this game." Doing really well on my last world record run. I think I got stopped a couple times and had some complications, but I still green splitted, I think. Not too shabby. Right here, this part annoys me to no end. This guy, he won't give me the quest marker. It's like, okay, there we go. I was like, dude, he does that all the time. He knows me. So here's the lag. I'm talking so fast, it sounds like I'm rapping. So here's the lag. It was only on the first screen. It wasn't that bad. Okay, it was pretty bad. But thankfully it just went away after that. I don't know why it happens just on that screen alone. I really have no clue. And I don't really care. At this point, I really don't. I'm just glad I got a 11:31, which is a very, very solid time. Sub 11:30, I feel like is where it's at. But yeah, until then. So right here, I actually didn't kill that guy immediately. I was walking into him for a good second. So just a bunch of like little stuff like that, stuff I don't really have problems with, happened. And I didn't get fast entrance. I got the crappy entrance. So that could be 11:30, maybe not. I'm gonna have to do frame count and find out. If it is, great. 11:30. I'm gonna save 1 second. If it's not, then alright, whatever. I'll save 2 seconds next run. Anyways, I'll just be quiet. Holy jeez. Rescue is terrible. Military base could have been much better if I would have died. Got a death orb. So I just realized the person who created this, just that last name. What the heck? 11:31. That's a good time. Can do a little bit better. I'm getting. Once I hit 11:30, I'm done. Like I'm done. Sub 11:30. I'm done. That was my goal.